Scott is on a call, but I'm gonna go ahead and unbag my groceries with you guys. So let's go do that really quick, but I can't talk, so let's do it.
All right, you guys are gonna have to excuse my voice. I'm a little nasally, but I got some chicken thighs. I got some big old thing of chicken breast. I wanted to do some shredded chicken, some baby arugula, and some cod. I've been loving the cod from the fresh. Some hot dogs for Mr. Arloman. Some bananas. I do hate how they put everything in plastic, but bell peppers and some butternut squash. I got some fresh parsley and some broccolini. Some whole milk for little man. Creamer. I've really been loving the Chobani. I decided to try vanilla. And then the bitchin' sauce, which is one of my favorite things to top on any sort of bowls, are so good. Some regular broccoli and some dill for a little orzo salad I'm going to be making later. Shallots, lemons. Getting these bags open is always a hassle. Some potato chips because I love potato chips. Cereal bars for little man. Some orzo for that pasta I mentioned. And some whole grain quinoa and some pine nuts.
Hello, you guys. Happy Monday. I'm actually just laying really low today. I had to edit a 2-hour vlog, so that is editing or uploading right now because it took forever. I started that at like 8:30 this morning and it's almost 2 o'clock. But yeah, I had a ton of laundry to do, just like tidying up. I did not order my groceries yesterday, which is what you just saw, that I ordered it today. We, both of Scott and I, have been hit hard with allergies again, which is so weird because I didn't even know like allergies existed in the fall. I don't know. It's been bad. Like both of us just feel like very like scratchy throat, lethargic, just not great. And the other thing is someone told me that like allergies, you shouldn't get allergies like the first year you move somewhere because your body is like adjusted. I was like, I don't think that's an accurate statement. But yeah, we've both been feeling like crap. And the field like behind our house is just full of ragweed and it's all pollinating right now. Again, I have no idea why that is, but that's what we're dealing with. The other thing I'm dealing with is my tooth is not, I don't think she took, like when she did the bite tooth test, you know what I'm talking about? They do this like thing that leaves like kind of wax wherever it's built up and needs to be shaved down a little bit more so that your teeth fit in perfect alignment, and mine don't right now. And I gave it like a couple days to just figure out if maybe it's just because it was like a little swollen or whatever. And it's still bothering me. So I called this morning and they're not able to get me in until Friday, or else I have to go back twice because they could get me in today, but it would be with a different dentist and then I would have to go back again on Friday for her. So I'm just like, I'll just wait for her to come, and if it bothers me that bad, I'll call again. But I did get a tooth, like I cannot talk for the life of me. One of these like dentist, like lab, whatever, night guards. And this one was like I think it was like 191 at the end of everything, or maybe it was 151. Let's see. Ended up being $152, but has really good reviews. It's a custom one, so you get like do a mold, and I believe you send it off for them to send you the actual thing. It's got over 4,000 reviews at 5.5 stars by Encore Laboratory Store. So I'll try this. If it doesn't work, the other recommendation was Cheeky, is like a custom night guard fit as well for super affordable. So I'm gonna try those options and see if it helps, because obviously I have a problem with grinding my teeth. So anyways, working on that. I was doing some laundry. I need to wash my hair desperately. I'm gonna make some Nourish bowls for dinner tonight, so I figured I would share with you a little bit of that.
All right, so I'm going to start. I chopped up a sweet potato after I peeled it and tossed it with a little bit of olive oil. I just grabbed some of my favorite spices: garlic powder, garlic salt, salt, pepper, onion, garlic powder, and then some smoked paprika. I love smoked paprika. on anything like roasted. And then I went ahead and set those aside, and then I took a can of chickpeas, drained those and rinsed them out, and basically did the exact same seasonings for the chickpeas. And I'm going to air fry those as well. Then I took out the super grains. It was like a mix of quinoa and millet and I don't know, a bunch of other things. So basically I took a cup of that and I went ahead and rinsed it. You want to make sure that you rinse your grains. Just make sure they run clean. Then I took my arugula and spread that out at the bottom of the bowl. You can use whatever grain or greens you want. I like to dress my arugula with a little bit of olive oil and some sort of seasoning. I used onion salt for this. Just think it helps make sure that the leaves don't just taste like super salady. I don't know if that makes sense, but I really like putting a little bit of seasoning and oil on them and then massaging that in.
So let me show you a little rundown, but I'm sure I talked you through everything until now through voiceover. Got the arugula. I like to dress mine, personal preference. This is the sauce we're gonna be using over the top, the bitchin' sauce, so freaking good. Some avocado. We've got chicken that I am shredding, and thanks to the person who said don't lock this or else it'll blow up. So got that. Quinoa's going. I put veggie stock in there for more flavor. I'm gonna fry 2 eggs over here. Got my chickpeas that I'm gonna throw in the air fryer, and same with my potatoes. Finally tried the kitchen stand mixer chicken shredder. Worked awesomely. Time. Okay, some sweet potatoes. Let's take our chickpeas. Chickpeas for a little bit of added crunch. I just air fried these for a little bit. Let's see if Arla likes them too. Okay. Then let's do our avocado. I would have done, what was I gonna say? Some sauerkraut or some other vegetables, but I'm quite a bit lazy today. Okay. Egg and a little squeeze lemon and some sauce. And there you have it. That is the Nourish bowl. So we've got some quinoa grains, some air fried chickpeas, some avocado, arugula dressed with a little bit of dressing, turkey or chicken, bitchin' sauce, egg, sweet potatoes. That's everything. Hello. Good afternoon. It's now noon. I've been working on getting my favorites video uploaded, edited and uploaded, but right now my Canva app, well, my Canva app has been acting up since like 9 o'clock this morning. And so I'm not able to create a thumbnail for my video, which is very, very important. So I'm kind of frustrated because I wanted to get that up. My hair is falling. I used a really large curling iron today and it wasn't the move, but whatever. I'm going to be filming right now my Sephora beauty recommendations for the VIB sale that's happening. And yeah, hopefully Canva gets its life together. It won't work on my phone, it won't work on my computer. And like when I clicked the question mark because I was going to report an error, it's like some users are encountering missing images, da 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 da. So they're aware of it, they're monitoring it, they're figuring it out. So nonetheless, let's get to filming to make use of our time in the meantime. But first, I need to delete some memory because you can't see right here, but I have no memory left on my computer or my camera. So let's get that done. Yummy breakfast tacos, Scotch's Mimi. They're not really breakfast, I lied. There's no egg in them. Chicken shawarma with some arugula, some bell peppers, onions, and a hatch chili tortilla. Pretty pumped, pretty pumped. Aftermath of my Sephora video. I'm gonna import it and make sure all of it got put up because my camera kept shutting off. So let's try that. Just like never know on rainy days if the lighting's gonna be good or bad. Today it was really good. I was like getting ready and I saw it like downpouring and I was like, is there even a point for me to put makeup on today? There's no way I'm gonna film. And then I started filming. I looked at it and I was like, this works. So My Canva worked and I got that video uploaded. So let's go ahead and import all this footage. Have our lunchy lunch. I'm super excited because I'm starving because it's 2 o'clock. So. Wow. So I made that huge batch of shredded chicken yesterday, so he just used some of his shawarma marinade that he made a while ago. Cook that shredded chicken. That's why I love shredded chicken, because you can do anything with it. Barbecue sauce, shawarma, taco seasoning. So good. Okay, so I just imported all of my footage and then got a message from daycare reminding us that tomorrow is their like trick or treat trunk thing. So we need to get Arlo's costume done tomorrow. And I was like, maybe he can just wear the mouse costume he wore last time, but we're just gonna do his real costume. And then he also needs a Halloween shirt for tomorrow. And I'm hoping that I can find something at like, I can't find anything at Target. They're sold out. I looked. Hoping I can find something at Old Navy, which they don't say they have anything, but maybe they will. If like worse comes to worse, I can break out my Cricut and Cricut it, because I have like a white shirt that I could throw a pumpkin on, you know, iron a pumpkin on. I have everything to do it. I just don't feel like digging it out of my back closet. But in reality, I'm probably gonna have to dig out Scott's hot rod costume for reference. And yes, I'm going to go to Michael's and see what I can find for all of our Halloween costume stuff. So sorry, allergies are still kicking my butt. It's pouring rain out, which is not a vibe, but oh well, it's gonna be fine. Let's run, do some errands. Figured I'd take you along with me. It's moments like these that I'm ultra grateful that I get this freedom of this job, that I get to do things like last minute for my child. And I know it's only going to come in more in handy, because I remember like when we would forget stuff as kids, my mom would always just like step up and help us with them. And I don't know, it's really sweet. So I'm gonna go and do some shopping for Halloween stuff and probably be working on that for the rest of the day. Figured I'd share little bits and pieces with you, and yeah, let's go do it. Literally pouring out. Oh, I don't have my umbrella. Do I need an umbrella? Does anyone really need an umbrella? I should just bring a jacket. Let me go get a jacket. Alright. Got my rain jacket. This is one of the, I mean, it's not really a rain jacket. It's like a water resistant jacket. This is the first jacket I bought when I knew I was going to Japan, because it has little bikes on it, and it rains a lot in Japan. So I was like, I'm gonna be a biker in the rain. I was not. That I was not. But I still like this jacket. So we're wearing it because it has a hood and it slightly repels some water. It's like really raining out. I also should not have worn my Birkenstock clogs. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking I didn't want to wear rain boots. So I noticed that like rain is so different everywhere. In Texas, it doesn't like literally like rain all day. Like sometimes it does, but it's not like that common. Like I feel like it rains for like an hour or two. Texas weather is wild, but Florida, same way. Florida, I feel like I mean, yes, we would get rain all day, but we would get just like afternoon showers and then it would be fine again. There was always like a percentage of rain chance. Here when it rains, like be prepared for it to rain the entire day. Which it didn't even say that in the weather report yesterday. Also did not know, maybe you don't know this fun fact either, that when it says like there's a 40% chance of rain, it means that there's 40% of the area that it's talking about, like for instance, when I search Schaumburg and it says there's 40% chance of rain. In the area of Schaumburg, there is a chance that 40% of that area will get rain. Did you think that? I thought it was like, there's a 40% chance of rain. No, it means that 40% of the area in which they are describing will get rain. Wild. That like just blew my mind. Why is that just like, is that just something that people take for granted that they think they know and they don't actually know? I don't know. Okay. When I'm dealing with allergies, y'all, I'm chronically dehydrated when I'm dealing with allergies. This is already my second water. No, my third water. And I still feel like an unquenchable thirst. I should have probably put a liquid IV in there before I left, but anyway. This reminds me of when we first came to Schaumburg in like May. Was it May? Yeah, I think it was in May. And it was like just horrible weather. And then I also realized for the first time that I hadn't heard this term in a really long time called an Indian summer. And I also was like, is that politically correct? I don't know. My daycare said it, like that we're enjoying this Indian summer. And I asked Scott this morning in the shower and he was like, what? I've never even heard that term. I remember hearing that when I was younger living in New York, that like it means it's like unseasonably warm for this time of fall. Like we're getting a little bit of a later summer. So I don't know why it's called an Indian summer, but I also am like, is that still a correct term to use? Probably not. But I don't know, don't hate me. I'm not meaning it in a derogatory way. Probably should look. Maybe it has to do with like crops or like growing food or something like that. I feel like that's probably it. But I remembered, I was like, he's probably never heard that term because it never is like supposed to be cold in Texas and it's warm. Like, because it's always just freaking warm. So let's go to Michael's, because I think honestly I can probably get everything I need from Michael's. I might even be able to get a Halloween shirt because they got some random stuff there. I'm gonna need fabric paint, some fabric, some of that Stitch Witchery. My mom used to use that stuff all the time when she made our Halloween costumes. It's like the stuff that you melt with an iron that like attaches things to it, to other things instead of having to sew them. I need red fabric, yellow fabric. I need a bunch of stuff. So we're gonna go to Michael's because I think Michael's will be my stop for everything. And then if I can't find a Halloween shirt, I can always run over to Old Navy. But like I said, I don't know if they'll have anything. I don't really want to break out my Cricut and make it. I will, for the sake of my little man. I just like never want him to not feel like he, like, I mean, I don't know, I just never want him to feel like I didn't dress him and whatever. Like for instance today, it was wear your favorite hat to school day and he wore his cowboy hat that my dad got him when he was in Fort Worth for his birthday. And no one else was wearing one, but on Monday, when it was, superhero day. It was what was I saying? Breast Cancer Awareness Day. They were celebrating at school that day and they wanted us to wear pink. Like I didn't have anything pink, so I had to go to the store. I don't want him to be the only kid without something, you know. Not that he even knows at this age. It's more about me, I'm sure, but I don't know. If I feel like I can do it and I'm not stretching myself so thin, then I'm gonna do it. Like today I got my video up and I felt good about that. Imported, no issues. I do need to edit it for tomorrow, but we can do that later. Let's run out and grab everything we need to grab. Hopefully it'll be quick and easy. Easy peasy. It's so yucky out. On and on and on, on and on. I talked to my dad this morning, which was really nice. I haven't spoke to him in a couple minutes. We talked for a while before I filmed my video, which was nice. And they're in Florida, but oh, I'm excited to see them for Christmas. Okay, we're at Michael's. I'm not gonna bring you in because I need to stay focused and get what I need to get, but I will update you once I get the box. So we did so good, and I had to stop myself from buying I keep forgetting. Once we have better storage, I'll buy more decorations and stuff for each season. We just don't have the space to store it. We are busting at our old place, and we are way more than busting at the seams with this place. So they have like 60% off all their fall stuff. So if you have a house and didn't get much fall stuff, go to Michael's. Michael's, I feel like, is so slept on. Everyone goes to Target, but their prices are so expensive. Michael's are like the same price as Target, but they're always doing like 50% off. Even their Christmas decor is 40% off. But I need to like look and see what I have before I go and get anything else. Ornaments, though, I can always use more ornaments. But anyways, let me share with you what I got. A giant, like, I literally got an extra large red shirt to be the letters that say Rod on the back of his cape. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll put a picture up here. Yellow, 3XL to be his cape. They didn't have any fabric in the store, so this is what I had to use. So I feel like it's better than nothing. I really wanted to get Stitch Witchery, but I think I have Stitch Witchery at home. If not, we'll make it work. A little black 4T t-shirt. I'm gonna put a pumpkin on it. Call it macaroni, like, aka I'm gonna bust out my Cricut. I'm like 99.99999% sure that I have orange iron-on because I used it for Elmo's nose. Pretty sure I have some left. This clear gel sticky glue is good. He has an American flag patch that I need to put on his little suit, so I will be adhering that with this. I found this, and I just got it because I know he will enjoy playing with it too, but there's little star stamps in here, which they use that in the costume, like little American flag stars. A bunch of paint. I got 2 matte whites, right? These are matte, right? I think so. For the stripes, and then I got a red and a brick red to see which one I like better. And then I got some red yarn. I already had, or string, thread, words today, to go and iron the red letters onto the yellow cape. So I think we did okay. I'm gonna go home and kind of prep everything out and then see if I need anything else. Scott should be almost done with his meeting, or he is done with his meeting. It's 3 o'clock. So I've decided I'm just gonna Cricut a dang pumpkin on his shirt. I'm sorry, I'm so dehydrated. I don't know what's wrong with me. Yeah, so I'm just gonna do a pumpkin on his shirt and be done with it. And I got a 4T purposefully so that he can wear it next year as well. Because, yeah. I know I'm always that way. I always buy it bigger because I'm like, oh, he'll wear it next year. Like, for instance, last year I got him a Cowboys hoodie, like the sports team, you know, the basketball team. Do you know Kelly? The football team, and I got it in like a 4T because I was like, he'll grow into it. I'm not buying him one every single year. Anyone else like that? What is the time or money to be doing that? Let's head home. Let's do some craft-a-laughing. Get it done. I'm really happy that I kind of prepped ahead this week and have the time to do this, and that it's a yucky, rainy, dreary day, and we've got time. So I'm so excited. There's this new place going in over here, and I'm curious to know what it's gonna be. It looks like it could be healthy. I wish we had a kava here. What I wouldn't give to have a kava. I love kava. It's my favorite, like, when I don't want to cook, sort of go-to. It's like Mediterranean healthy or Chipotle, but they don't have one here in Schaumburg anyways. They don't really have any good fast food healthier places, like Salad and Go that they had in Dallas. I liked those. So let's go home and start crafting. So we meet again. I, when digging through all my sewing stuff, realized that I didn't have enough Stitch Witchery, and Michael's doesn't have Stitch Witchery in store, which is so bizarre to me. Stitch Witchery basically is like this meltable fabric glue that doesn't look like fabric glue. I don't know, it's amazingness, but basically it's this thin, like, fabric that you put in between 2 layers of fabric, and you iron it and it heats up and then glues things together. without looking glue-like. It's like very bendable. You can use it to like hem stuff, all this sort of things. Like my mom used to use it to hem up my pants because then you could release the hem. Like if it was like a quick thing that she didn't have time to like sew it, she could quickly hem something up without having to see like a hemline, like stitching. So she used to use it all the time. And I swear by it. God, my voice is going. It's these anyway, what was I gonna say? So Michael's doesn't have it. Walmart has 2 in stock, which is very, very questionable. You always know what that means. That means it might not be there. So I'm preparing myself for it tonight to not be there. But I went and like placed like an online order or whatever. And before I placed it, it was like, get your order by 7:40 or whatever. And I was like, okay, I can just go like, after Arlo goes to bed, I can run out and grab it and finish the hemming part of it. And then it was like, pick up tomorrow at like noon. And I was like, once it placed, I was like, that's not gonna work for me. Because the costumes have to go to school with them tomorrow. So I need to get all the like painting and all that done tonight so that it dries. So we're gonna run over to Walmart. It's not that far, it's like 3 miles away. I just didn't want to leave the house again. And it's like really crappy weather. But it's already 4 o'clock. Like, I'm gonna see if either Scott wants to cook dinner tonight or we can just order something. I will not have the energy to cook because I will be working on this thing. So anyway, that's what I'm off doing. And I figured I would update you. I did cut out like the majority of the piece of fabric for his cape. And I also cut out the letters of Rod. So happy about how that turned out. I can't seem to find Scott's costume to do like a reference. His mom made it and she's like really, really crafty. I'm like semi-homemade of craftiness. She's like the Ina Garden of crafts and I'm like do you ever watch like Sandra Lee? I'm like her. Semi-homemade, you know? We do. The fact that I am my generation, I feel like my generation doesn't really even know how to use a sewing machine. I know how to use a sewing machine. I'm just not that great at it. But I actually have one, but I wasn't gonna bust it out for this project. Because I really just want like clean finished lines. I could have sewed this. Why didn't I sew this? We're already committed. I'm in the, like I said, I'm in the easiest way about doing this situation. So let's pray that I can find what I need. Ooh, to find. I don't know why, but I always feel like Walmart is so far away, even though it's really not. It's 3 miles. But anything outside of our little bubble, I'm just kind of like, oh, that's too far. Because everything's right there. Even though I feel like Target's kind of just as far. I would be curious to know if Target's, this is 2.7 miles from my house. I'd be interested to know if Target's the same distance because, y'all, I bet it is. And then I'd be looking real embarrassed because I go to Target all the time for Target pickup. But nonetheless, hopefully we can find what we're looking for. And I could only find acrylic paint at Michael's. They had fabric paint, but they only had specific colors. And it was like that puff paint sort of stuff. Y'all, I used to do puff paint like nobody's business. I would puff paint every t-shirt, all day, every day, for every friend's birthday, every, like, freaking, trying to think, cheerleading, like everything. I loved me some puff paint. Glitter. Oh yes, blue chunky glitter puff paint. Oh, my life. Okay. I can't believe how gross it is. It just feels like it's rained all freaking day. Still didn't change out of my Birkenstocks when I know dang well I should have, because I feel like the Walmart parking lot is gonna be flooded. The streets are flooding. I'm not even hungry to know what I would want to order for dinner, and that's like, I'm like, I want to bring it up to Scott. It's like, we should just order dinner. It's mostly I just don't want to cook. can only handle one creative thing. No, I was gonna cook cod for dinner tonight, but maybe he'll cook it and that'll be a-okay with me. Alright, I'll see you guys, fingers crossed, after I get what I need. If not, Joann's is like 5 miles back in that, well, 5 miles from my house is in Palatine, so it's the opposite freaking direction. So, oh yes, Walmart. So, I don't know why I act like this place is so far away. I got here in like 5 minutes. But yeah, I'll have to go to Joann Fabrics if I can't find it at Walmart. So, there is one more option. We're not completely out of luck, but it's not a convenient one, so. Fingers crossed. I normally like the rain if I don't have to leave my house. But I don't like the rain if I have to leave my house. Duh. Who does, Kelly? Who really would? Oh my gosh. Oh, that's not a good parking spot. Oh my gosh, this is a good parking spot though. I got Lukey. Oh, she was just straightening up. She's not actually leaving. Oh, but the person next to her is leaving. I'm confused. Okay, the person left to her is leaving. Are you backing up, lady, or are you staying? Now she's backing up again. I don't know if she's just fixing herself again. Homegirl is just fixing herself for the 3rd time. I think you're okay, friend. Okay, nonetheless, I'm gonna steal that parking spot. Heck yeah. I'm not fixing myself if I park janky, so she better just mind her business. Okay. Wish us luck. We got this. We can do this. I believe in us. That's our love too. Oh my gosh, I'm dead. Okay. Let's go. Okay, why did Walmart literally save my life and have more than anything Michael's had? And they were so much. I wish I had bought my paint. My paint was literally like 40 cents in there and I paid $2 at Michael's. Okay, and also to whoever said check out the clothes section at Walmart, how cute is this little sweatsuit? Like this like washed green. This was 15 bucks, which, I mean, it's pants and a top, so not bad at all. Got him that and a 2T. They have the cutest, if I needed more pants, I would have gotten them. I got this little shirt. It says trick or treat. It was $5. I don't feel like busting out my Cricut tonight, so it's gonna be a bit big, but I'm gonna shrink it tonight. Candy, because I need some for our house, because we're actually probably gonna have trick-or-treaters this year. Not that we're gonna be home, but we'll need it. This little Henley, waffle Henley, so cute for Arlo. Stitch Witchery, and this Ultra holds, I don't know, I'm gonna try both and see which one I like. And then why did they have fabric? Y'all, this is exactly what I needed. So I think I might just keep the t-shirt scraps for like, I don't know, cleaning messes up or whatnot, but I think I might use these. We'll see. Anyways, they literally had everything I needed and then some. Love me a good Walmart run and I never go. And for all of that stress that I've just caused myself, I'm gonna treat myself with a piece of candy. Maybe if I can get myself in this bag. But yeah, I've got a whole bunch of those Tootsie Pops. Oh, today is not my day. No, I'm a mess. Does that mean I get to eat all these? Oh, lordy. I think I got some on the floor too. What's y'all's favorite candy? I'm a Twix girl. Fun fact, I absolutely hate Butterfingers and Snickers and Almond Joy. Kit Kats. Life. Twix are life. Milk Duds are life. You gotta pick good candy because if you're stuck with it, you want candy that you'll actually want to eat, right? The other thing is, one time when
I was younger. I was like 4. I feel like these are gonna tear out my teeth every time I eat them. But I will eat them. One time, me and my mom were watching movies in bed. Like a pull-out couch in Florida. And I fell asleep with milk duds. This is back when you went to Blockbuster and then you got, what did I just do with that? Well, I already lost the milk dud. Cool. Where you got candy at Blockbuster when you picked out a movie. And what was I gonna say? I fell asleep with the box of milk duds in my bed. And it melted all over my bed and I thought I pooped my pants. We also, I remember, because we like never went to our Florida home. Now it's funny because my dad is remodeling it and they're spending most of their time down there. But we had a DVD player. We didn't have a Blu-ray player. And then everyone switched to Blu-ray, right? Now no one even does anything, but everyone switched to Blu-ray. So we couldn't find a single like DVD in a current like movie that both me and my mom wanted to watch. So went out and bought a Blu-ray player so that we could rent movies from Blockbuster. And now Blockbuster is obsolete, so. And so are Blu-rays. Oh, mess. That's everything I needed. Did I not get Twix? That was rude. Thought I got Twix. I got Butterfingers for Scott because he really likes Butterfingers. And Baby, I don't even know what Baby Ruths are. Baby Ruths just literally remind me of the Goonies. I'm sweating now. I do like Whoppers too. I feel like Whoppers are hit and miss for a lot of people. I'm kind of sweet, kind of weird, but absolutely delicious. Okay, let's go home. Back to the drawing board. Sweating. One more piece of candy. I'm definitely not trying an almond joy. That sounds repulsive. No offense to anyone who likes almond joys. So I can't have candy because I'll eat 17 pieces in one sitting. Okay, let's go home. So I didn't really film the process of this. It was quite chaotic, but we've got his little patch. For reference, this is Scott's old costume. Looks very much the same. You see the vibes I was going for. So we've got his little patch. I had to glue it because it's still drying. So I just used that Stitch Witchery stuff to attach this. Did the stars on the sides. I'm gonna do stars down the leg and on the chest still. And then here's this little, I just Stitch Witcheried this super quick, super easy. Just in a couple different spots. It's not 100% on like you can see this, but it works. And he's obsessed with it. He loves it. He's still awake right now. I can hear him in there. He did not want to take it off. So I think it was a success and I'm so happy. It turned out super, super cute. I love it. A little greased up turkey, but it's fine. I'm gonna apply my favorite, I probably should pause this, my favorite foot cream. Scott's downstairs watching an episode of his like dragons show. I don't know what it is, but this stuff, some socks to help decrust my feet.